Our next inductee is Nick Giordano. Nick. Nick was a 3-year starting pitcher for the Green Dragons baseball team. In 2+ years, Nick compiled an overall record of 18-9 with an ERA of 1.89. Now, for those of you who are here only because someone said you had to be here, ERA stands for earned run average. Nick also pitched 22 complete games and 5 shutouts during his high school career. He was selected to the All-District team after his sophomore and junior seasons and was a preseason All-State selection prior to his senior season. Unfortunately, a very serious arm injury in his senior year prevented him from pursuing his dream of playing college baseball. After Nick's playing career was over, he devoted much of his adult life to coaching and teaching young pitchers. He coached for 15 years in the Hamden Fathers Baseball Softball Association and has also coached various AAU baseball teams. Nick is employed as a controller at Diamond Zone, a baseball softball training facility in North Haven, and also is the owner of Cigarro Mobile, a mobile cigar lounge with headquarters in Hamden. In addition, he is the current varsity pitching coach at Hamden High School. Nick currently resides in Hamden with his wife Pamela, and they have 3 children, Nick Jr., Douglas, and Julian. Please welcome Nick Giordano.
How you cut carrots, Julian?
Thank you, Mr. Yetzi. Very humbled to be here tonight. I want to thank the nominating committee, everybody involved in that, Mr. Yetzi, for putting me through. Also like to congratulate all the fellow inductees, very impressive resumes, as we've heard. Certainly want to congratulate or have my friends and family here. Thank you very much for coming. I haven't seen a couple of my boys here for about a year. It was nice to see them come up. Thank you, Nick and Doug, for coming. Also like to thank my wife Pam, who doesn't really like sports very much, and to put up with what's been a lot more than a hobby of mine for roughly 35 years has been very special to me. I think Pam understands how much I love the game, and thank you, honey, for doing that. So I got here in the year 79-80 season, and I transferred from Notre Dame, so you can all boo me for that. I boo myself for that. I don't know how I went for that school for a year, but I saw the light and came here in 79-80, and I didn't really expect to pitch very much. We were a very highly touted team that year. We had seniors at catcher, shortstop, second base, center field, and 3 senior pitchers. So when you're strong up the middle, you generally don't get a chance as a sophomore to play much. I had a few things going for me, though. The first thing is my last name is Giordano. Anybody that's ever been around, and I know there's a lot of old-timers here that watched baseball in the 70s, know who the best pitcher in the history of him in high school baseball was. That's my brother Mike, who's over there. Mike's a member of this Hall of Fame, his team that he led to the last state championship at Hamden in 77. He's a member of that. He's a member of the Southern Connecticut Diamond Club Hall of Fame, the UNH Hall of Fame, the Twilight League Hall of Fame. I spent a fortune on his Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. He might as well spend a couple of bucks on mine for a change. Mike was a large shadow that he cast over me, and at the time I didn't realize that it was important. I used to think it was a curse being, little Gio, but it actually ended up working out pretty well for me. So thank you, Mike. That season, other than having a good last name, we really struggled. The 3 senior pitchers actually were not that great. So I had a chance to pitch. And the very first game we played was North Haven at Legion Field because we couldn't play on our own field. And it was Bob DeMayo's like 65th year or something. It was 1980, and we lost the game 20-5. And in the first 5 innings, the pitchers walked 15 guys, hit 4 batters, and it was a rough go. So Coach Vergolto, who everybody knows is not very patient with pitchers, he said, "Giordano, go to warm up in the bullpen." So I went down there and I threw a couple of shutout innings. So he's so exasperated, he says, well, the only guy doing anything is Giordano, he's going to pitch the next game. So that's wonderful. So I got a chance to pitch. So I go back to the school, and all I really wanted as a young guy was to wear a varsity uniform. I had JV uniform at the time, and you guys I know who wore these uniforms. The old JV uniforms were a little bit different than they are now. They had HA on one side with half of the letter M, the other half of the M's on the other side, DEN. You had to zip it up to see Hamden. It was disgusting. They were terrible color. Everybody was wearing beautiful uniform. I wanted a nice one. I walked downstairs, I asked the coach. He says, I said, Coach, do you think I can get a varsity uniform? He doesn't even look up because we got killed the game. He waited. So we pitched, I go out the second game, pitch, tough game, we lose the law, 3-1. I pitched a really nice game in that game. And he's still upset now. We're 0-2, and we're supposed to be pretty highly touted. So he decides I'm going to pitch next week. Okay, that's great. Now I get a regular turn. So the same thing comes. I go back down. I ask him for a uniform. That's his second game. And he looks up, and he says, did we win the game? I said, well, no, we didn't win. But that was it. Shut me down. Said goodbye. Okay, so now finally we get a win. Next week we go play with BD East Haven. It's a tough game. We win a game at the end of the 7th inning game. So now I got a chance. I go walk downstairs. I'm thinking this is the chance for me. Now we're winning. I come out there. I walk around the corner. Chest is puffed out. Coach, we got to win. Do you think I can get the varsity uniform now? So he looks up quizzically at me and he goes, Giordano, I'm a very big believer in karma. You pitched so well in that uniform, you're keeping it the rest of the year. And that was it. So I had that ridiculous uniform the entire year. Through the old district picture I got, they thought I was the bat boy when I came in. Everybody else is wearing these uniforms that night. But, it all worked out in the end for me. So, in closing, finally, Wendy, I went over 3 minutes, I'm sorry. I didn't like high school very much. I was a pretty awkward kid. Didn't have many friends, except on the baseball field. When I was out on the field and when I got out to the mound, I felt like I belonged there. And now, as the coach for the last 8 years, I feel the same way. I go out there and yell at talk to my pitchers when when they're struggling, and I just feel like it's home. I may not think that I didn't do enough to be able to be worthy of this kind of an honor, but someone else did, and that's good enough for me. Thanks very much.